Hi you guys, I'm glad you made it back. But if this is your first time here, I want to welcome you to my GMC Do-It-Yourself Repair channel. In my channel here, you'll see I have tons of videos that I'm sure that I have something in here that'll interest you. It doesn't take a lot of experience or knowledge and doesn't take a lot of tools. And one thing for sure, you're going to save tons of money. So before you go to a mechanic or the dealership, click on the upper right hand corner there and explore my channel. I'm sure I have something in there that's going to save you some money. But before we get started, please don't forget to like and subscribe. This really helps my channel. And by the way, hit that bell and leave a comment. And believe it or not, if you leave a comment, I respond back to you. Yeah, I know, I don't have a life, so I have nothing else better to do. Hi, welcome back. Well, today I wanted to talk to you about some preventative maintenance you should do if you're changing out your power steering pump, or maybe your radiator fan, or when you're replacing your alternator. As you can see here, I'm replacing my power steering pump. I had a small leak, and as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I just rebuilt my hydro booster. The power steering pump is connected to the hydro booster. By the way, if you want to see a detailed repair video on how to remove and rebuild your hydro booster, the rebuild kit cost about 30 bucks if I remember correctly. Just click above on the right hand corner there and it'll take you there. Anyway, so if that power steering pump gets dry, so will the hydro booster. And the next thing you know, I'm going to have to rebuild the hydro booster again. So I'm trying to prevent this. But there's something you should know. For a while, I've noticed that I've been using some radiator fluid. And all this time, I was thinking, man, I'm going to have to replace my head gaskets. I would use a quart every month to month and a half or so, depending on how much I'm driving. So I was kind of worried. But one of the things that I did notice is after a long drive, driving more than 10 miles, I would come home, turn off the vehicle, and as I walked by the hood, I could smell a little bit of radiator fluid. Now, trust me, I looked all over the place and I could not find any leaks. There was no drips or anything on the ground. So that's why I thought it was probably my head gasket. Anyway, once I started tearing apart the power steering pump, I noticed in this area here, you could see I was leaking radiator fluid. Here's the pipe that I removed. It takes 2 O-rings, and the O-rings were shot. It fits in here just like this, and the rubber hose connects to the mass airflow. The thing of it is I drive to some remote places, and if these O-rings totally failed, I'd be out in the middle of nowhere and not know where this leak came from. Here's the package that I got, and here's the GM part number. You can see how small these O-rings are. Now, you have to understand this. You can't use any O-rings. Apparently, these O-rings have a special, I guess they call it durometer, meaning the hardness of the rubber, plus it withstands a lot of heat and pressure. So don't use any other O-ring except a GM part. So while you got this stuff off, replace it. This part can cost anywhere from $10 to $15 per O-ring. You're going to need 2, but what I did is I shopped around and found some for $7 a piece. So if you can, buy these ahead of time and replace them. You'll thank me later, especially if you're doing a cross-country drive. The next thing you should do is clean out your mass airflow. Spray a little cleaner in there, and what this will do is help your performance and your gas mileage. This is another must-do. Plus, it's really easy to do and costs hardly anything for the cleaner. If you're standing in front of your vehicle, it's on the left side of your pump. You're going to see 2 hoses, right where the 2 arrows at. Now the one in the front, you can see how the hose comes out and it splits. There's a Y there. One of the hoses go to your radiator fill tank. Now if we look down and look at the Y again, the other one breaks off and goes directly to your firewall where it connects into your heater core. Now mine was also leaking just a little bit right next to the water pump. So I'm going to go ahead and replace these 2 hoses because, again, I don't want to be in the middle of nowhere and then all of a sudden it breaks down. The hose in the front with the Y cost about 50 bucks and the other one cost approximately 25 bucks. So since you have it all apart, go ahead and replace these 2 hoses. It's really not that hard. And of course, when you're putting it back together, you might as well replace your fan belts. You got everything apart, might as well put new stuff back in for insurance. Anyway, I hope this video helps, and if you can, replace these parts. Believe me, you'll thank me later. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was very informative. Please check out my other how-to videos. Oh, and check out my new website. There's new items being put in there every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course, hit the bell. Until then, we'll see you at my next video. Bye!